All right, once again, let's try this again. Those that are coming in love and light, high vibes and positivities, greetings and welcome. And thank you for watching. I cut the comments off for this live so that I'm not distracted, okay? Some of the conversations are more interactive, even though you all usually don't interact that much. But then some of the conversations are just informative and then designed to just have the person just to think, okay? Just to think. Now, as you guys are coming in, the title says, has that ever worked? We're going to talk about what that is here in a moment. But if you're coming in love and light, high vibes and positivity, I invite you to show your support. Now, for the pastor buyers, respect. May you find what you're looking for here if this live is not for you. No harm, no foul. But for those of you that are coming in deciding to stay, do show your support. Okay, and again, I add disclaimers every single time because, humans are fascinating. If it's not jiving with you, then that's all right. If it's not resonating with you, then that's all right. But every last one of us have a right to have our views and thoughts and opinions about things, okay? We don't have a right to project. Ironically enough, the people that are usually bothered are the ones that project the most. Okay? But the title is, has this ever worked? Has it ever worked? So for those of us that are from a traditional background, we remember, common statements, and even in the more spiritual, doesn't necessarily mean traditional, where there's a common phrase that's used when it's pertaining to your enemies, your haters, your naysayers, those that come against you, those that wish you ill, those that speak ill. There's some common phrases that make us sound spiritual. We have all been here. It makes us seem deep. It makes us seem evolved. It makes us sound and feel like we're above the shit that the people are doing to us. And the phrases are something along the lines of, I'm going to pray that this person, this group, this whatever, that they find happiness, that they get their wishes come true. Because if they can find happiness in life and get their wishes come true, then they won't have room or time in their lives to be concerned about me, to be worried about me, to be attacking me, to be coming for me, to be interfering with me. And in theory, that sounds great. If they would go and just find something else out there that'll make them happy, then they won't have time to be worrying about trying to make me miserable. Because the issue is their gaping hole in their soul. The issue is what's ever ailing their soul. The issue is they're not happy, which is why they're projecting and doing the shit that they're doing to people. That's fucked up. So if they find happiness, if they find their wishes come true, they will leave me alone. Has it ever worked? I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. Let's say this person, this group, or these people. Let's say this person, this group, or these people. Let's say this person, this group, or these people. Let's say this person, this group, or these people. Let's say they just group or these people. Let's say they just wanted to be famous and they get famous. Let's say they just wanted a lot of money and they get a lot of money. Let's say they just wanted the baddest house on the block and they get the baddest house on the block. Let's say they just wanted to get look young. They wanted to get a hot chick, a hot dude. Everybody's got something different. Let's say whatever it is. They wanted a degree. They wanted a business. They wanted success. They wanted accolades. Whatever. Whatever it is, and they get it. But It didn't stop them from fucking with you. So then is that even true? I'm going to talk about this from different angles. Because truthfully, we live in a narcissistic, as it pertains to the 3D, okay, that 3D template, and those who are governed that way, extreme narcissism. So you will never satisfy that energy. It's insatiable. That's one of the main reasons. The other is because it was never the people's hate and disdain for you and their attacks on you. It's never about them not having. It's about the fact that they don't like you. And that's what needs to be dealt with. It's never about, oh, they just need to find happiness. No, they have a problem with you. And is it coming from a deeper place? Sure it is. But this is why that strategy does not work. I'm just going to bless those who curse me. Really? And where has that gotten you? They still trying to kill you. They still don't like you. They're still hell-bent on trying to some way, shape, form, or fashion sabotage your life while you somewhere in the corner saying you're going to bless them. Our words have power, right? There's so many things coming at once that I want to say. It's a tactic. If we look at this in a deeper way, it's almost like coping mechanisms that we've gotten used to. Maybe if I give the bully what they want, they won't beat me up. Maybe if I give them my lunch money every week, then I won't be put in a locker because I'm blessing them with what they want. What do they want? Money. And they want mine. So I'm blessing them. And maybe this will cause them to be kind or merciful to me. Maybe they won't beat me up. And it's never satisfied, is it? It's a never-ending story because they're never satisfied. They want your life. They want control. They want power. They want you disempowered. They want you in a place of lack. So it's never going to work. But again, it sounds good. Maybe if they find you, I've heard people say this, like people that come to me to talk to me about wanting to break up with people or whatever, or like they try to tell me their story of their strategy. Like maybe if they'll find someone else, then they won't be so obsessed with me, and then I won't have to worry about them trying to get any vengeance or any backlash or whatever. And it never fucking works. Because it was never about that. It was about their obsession with you. It was about their desire to control you. It's about their desire to keep you pent down. It's about their desire to keep you from moving on. It's about all of that. It was never about, well, maybe if they'll find someone else that'll make them happy. In theory, that sounds good. Then they won't be thinking about me anymore. Then they won't be trying to get vengeance on me anymore. Then they won't be trying to sabotage my life anymore. And it never works. Has that ever worked? See, when we stop just saying things because we're used to it, we're programmed to do it, and it sounds great, and start sitting back and actually applying and thinking, looking at our lives, looking at maybe those that are close to us, or looking at situations where maybe we did all this, and being honest about the fruit of that, and honest about Did that actually change anything pertaining to the motivation as to why you felt like you needed to hope and wish and pray that someone gets something in their lives so that they would fucking leave you alone? I've experienced this personally on many different levels. People that wanted certain job positions, people that wanted certain men, people that wanted, whatever it was. People that wanted me gone and out of the way. And I became gone and out of the way. And guess what? It still wasn't enough. So play with that in your own heart and mind. Why is this? If someone got their goal, okay, they want, y'all know how this shit go, but they competing for some man or for some woman. Okay? And the more mature energies in the dynamic says, as you wish, sayonara. Now leave me the fuck alone. Why they can't leave that person alone? Why do they still cyberstalk that person? Why do they still troll that person? Why is this? If they got what they wanted, they got the dude, they got the chick in this example, why do they still fuck with you? Why are they still doing weird nigga bitch rituals on you? Why are they still smear campaigning you? Why are they, if they got what they want? I'm proving a point. Because it was never about that. It's deeper. They're haunted. Just like this ghost we see floating around here, they're haunted. They're haunted by their issues that they're refusing to deal with. And there's something in them driving them that makes them feel like they won't be free of this haunting, and so they think. Unless they utterly destroy you. I know this is sick. I know that's insidious. I know that it's like out of pocket. But how else do you explain people fucking with folks that remove themselves as a factor? How do you explain that? If they wanted you gone and you're gone. They wanted you out of a certain area because then that person wouldn't have access to you. Okay? The same way. So if they accomplish that, then now what's the fucking problem? If they manage to spell cast their way into a situation, then now what's the fucking problem? They wanted the money, they wanted the house, all in which shit wasn't theirs, but if they got it and they still was fucked up, what's the problem? Get rid of the evidence? I did hear that. But see, that lets you know how fucked up people are in the head too. Because maybe you serve as a reminder of how fucked up they are. And to them, they feel like the only way maybe that'll dissipate is if you're gone. And it's actually so ass backwards, like altogether gone. Because your existence bothers these types of people. This is why the prayer, the request, the things that we say, like, I hope they find happiness. I hope they get their wishes fulfilled. I hope they find something that makes them happy, because then they maybe finally, eureka, finally, for crying out loud, they will fucking get out of my energy. Finally, they'll have something to take their mind and heart off of fucking with me and mine. But your sheer existence is the problem to these types of people. They can have all the money in the world. They can have all of the homes in the world. They can have all of the men and the women and the praise and the worshipers. They can have all of this, the perfect that they've purchased online, bitch. They can have all of these things. And it's never going to be enough for someone with a severe gaping hole. Severe personality disorders. There's not going to be no amount of drugs. They got all the access to the drugs and the liquor and the partying and the shopping. And it's still not going to be enough because they're fucked up. These people are haunted, and they want you to feel haunted. By them. That's that sadist energy. Ooh, I'm here, but I'm not here because I'm playing in your energy. Ooh, but I'm secretly doing weird nigga bitch shit in the background. Ooh. I'm poking on voodoo dolls, ooh, on you and your children, ooh, because I have major problems. They get the job, they get the position, and it's still not enough. Why? Why? Answer that. Nobody's going to be able to answer that because it can't be answered. Because it ain't about that. It's a personal assault on you that they're trying to fulfill. They want you to be the source of their torture. Just like the bullies in high school or junior high school, where they target one nerdy kid or a group of nerdy kids. This is where they dump off their fucked up psychology, their fucked up, tragic emotions and whatever the hell that they're going through. And get their needs met, taking the monies of these kids or whatever. Fuck that they don't have lunch. You see where this is going? Fuck that they don't got no lunch, bitch, because I don't care, because everybody is here to suit my needs. I could really care less about how me taking from them is going to affect them, because it's about me. They're here to serve me and my needs to their detriment. And appeasing those types are ill-advised. It does not work. That's the point. This is where I'm going. You ain't gonna never be able to buy these people off enough to stop them from fucking with you. They want to be able to have access to you and fuck with you for the rest of your life. You're never going to be able to pay them off to, if I give you money, would you not do black magic on me? The money you're giving them is what they're using to do black magic on you. While they look at you in the face and smile and say, surely, certainly not. But can you even really trust people who reduce themselves to doing that kind of shit to begin with? Chances are the only reason why they've gotten so far with you to start is because of a spell. Is because of a spell. You'll never be able to pay them off enough, honey. You'll never be able to fuck them one more time and maybe they'll leave me alone this time, or maybe this will appease them to not do magic on other lives. Maybe if I sacrifice myself sexually, and maybe this will stop them and appease them, since it's what it seems like they want. But actually, no, they're still gonna kill your ass. That's still the plan. They're still sucking the life out of you, and they're still doing spells on you, and they're still doing spells on those you love. They still have hitmen out. If that's the way they operate, don't think for one moment these people hold integrity. If I keep their dark secret, maybe they'll stop doing the spells. They never stopped and they never will. If I keep their dark secrets, maybe they'll stop doing their spells. They never have, and they never will. If I run off the face of the planet, maybe they won't. We try all these different strategies, just like the kids in the high school. If I give the bully my lunch money, so if I make myself invisible, maybe they'll finally be happy. Trust me, I've already tried that approach. That don't work either. Your sheer existence is what bothers them. Because it's deeper than what we think. We think in our rationale that if people get their wishes fulfilled, then they will become well individuals and that they would not have it in them to do harmful things to people. But the only people that have it in them to do harmful shit is people that's pretty damn fucked up to start. So it's a little deeper than people getting their fucking wishes fulfilled. A monster is a monster. Appeasing a monster is not going to change its monster qualities or monstrous ways. It's still going to be floating around right there, just like what you're seeing on this screen. What else can I get? Vamping. Vampire. What else can I feed? How else can I get you to tap dance for me? Someone will say, well, then what do you do then, Bloomy? Okay, fair enough. We see this, we sitting back and we can evaluate and see how this is relevant, what you're saying. So then what do you suggest? What do you do? Since seeming like there's nothing that you can really say, you can try to pray, you can wish them well, you can do all these things, and yet they're still fucking with you. So then what do you do? You take back your power, you call back your energy, you set up boundaries, you cut these people off, you move on, you stop kissing their ass, you stop trying to appease them. You get intelligent, you get smart, you take precautions that you need to take. You stop lying for them. You stop covering for them. You stop making excuses for them. You stop dealing with people who run with them. You stop trying to close a blind eye to the truth of the matter. You accept things for what they are. You stand up for yourself, just like in high school. The bullies don't stop until somebody stands up. And it's no different in life. It's no different in any other area. They don't stop until the right one or the right people or the right group or the right type decide to get in their face. Whether this is energetically, spiritually, literally, everybody's situations are different. But saying enough. No, I'm not giving you lunch money, bitch. And if you try to put hands on me, you finna have a surprise. Try to put me in that locker if you want to. Let's see what happens this time. Let's see how this is going to play out for you. Like I said, whether this is energetically, literally, figuratively, whatever way. But that's when things change. But as long as people are giving that bully in the schoolyard their lunch money, then nothing changes. Some would say, well, is that going to make the bully change? Maybe, maybe not. But that's not the real issue. The issue is you taking back control and power of your life. I bet you that particular bully ain't going to fuck with you the same way. It's going to change you. It's going to change you, how you feel about you. You're going to rise into self-respecting energy. You're going to know that you have a right and you have what it takes to defend and stand up for yourself. So it's going to change you. And it's going to change what you're allowing in your life and what you tolerate and put up with. So it's still a good benefit, even if that bully doesn't change and as they close their eyes to go into the grave. Because it's not about changing them. Some of them are not going to, and that's their lot to live. They're going to absorb and take all of them bad decisions to be fucked up, absorb all that shit and all of the bad karma with it, and they're going to receive some of it before they die, and then some of them going to get it in that afterlife, and if they reincarnate. That's them, though. You break the toxic cycles of abuse. You break feeling like you have to appease people, trying to find safety and security. So let me kiss their ass. Let me give them some money so they won't beat me up today. I ain't giving you shit. I ain't keeping secrets, and I ain't giving nobody nothing. And if they keep fucking with me, I'm going to tell all their business. I'm going to give locations and everything. So it's really advised, bitch. Not to fuck with me. But it's their choice. Yes? But it's our choice to stand and defend and then move on. I'm not saying y'all should get into tussles with folks. You want to be wise. That's why I said do your due diligence, become smart and intelligent. Learn how to outsmart them. So they can run into some traps. Like, oops, you came one too many times. Now clank, clank, one time. Gaffle them up. Here they come, bitch. Oh, shit, we done fucked up. You are correct, because you shouldn't have fucked with me. It never works. That strategy. Free yourself. I know it makes you sound beautiful and soft and pretty and fluffy, and it makes you sound, oh, how sweet and loving. No, no, no. It's passive. It's fearful. It's indifferent. And it's what these people bank on. They bank on bullies are, okay, what are bullies used to? What are they used to just as a whole? They are used to pushing their weight around and causing everyone to cower and shut up. They're used to abusing their authority, their leadership, their resources, and their positions to either buy people off. And if that doesn't work, to pay people to do the dirty deeds, to shut people up. So they're used to being able to control. That's what bullying is all about. Make them shut up, make them afraid, make them scared to tell the truth, make them scared to tell the story, make them scared to tell what I did, make them scared to tell what happened, make them believe no one will believe them, so they're not going to even care to say nothing because they're going to think nobody's believing them because I'm going to use my resources to create all sorts of lies and illusions and confusions. I say fuck that. This is how they thrive. By keeping people in silence, afraid to tell the truth about what people have experienced with them. Oh, because I don't have no proof. Yes, you do. That's one of the other things that they do because they're very, that psychotic energy, methodical. Covering up the tracks. So they play the psychic game, the psychotic game with people. It's like, okay, they covered up tracks. So you might as well not say nothing because ain't nobody going to believe you because woo-de-woo-de-woo-de-woo. You better say something. And if enough people start saying something, this is where you start killing that shit. But as long as we got a bunch of tongue biters, enablers, and fucking people that's willing to be scapegoated and trying to give the bully the lunch money, then the shit is not going to change for you. And you feel haunted. You end up feeling haunted because maybe there's truths you were being guided to speak and you're just trying to hold it back because you're scared of this weirdo killer. The fuck? Crazy. But see, this is why I tell people, okay, check. Be smart. Get away from them. The step one in psychotic situations is safety. So step one is get yourself away. But the other stuff that they've been doing, they're going to continue to do. I promise you, they never stopped doing it. If you think people stopped doing dark magic, they never did. So if they try, to use that as a control mechanism, they've been doing it on you. They've been doing it on Divine Feminine. They've been doing it on Divine Feminine's children and your children and whoever. They not stopping. Don't think for 1 second that they ever did stop. They didn't call off the dogs. They still, whoever they was fucking with, begs to try to set somebody up, begs to go after somebody. They still got that going. They never stop, and they're not going to. The only reason why some shits haven't happened is because them top dogs is some other energy they contend with, whether they want to accept that or not. But it has nothing to do with them stopping because you paid them, to not do it anymore. You staying there so that they won't do the magic. They are going to do the magic. They are doing the magic as we speak, bitch. For the ones that's still alive. Yes, even those that are on their deathbed, because some of them are dying. They're dying. And I'm not talking about how every last one of us is dying, okay? We started dying when we came out of the hoo-ha. But I'm not talking about that. Some of these people, as a result of these lifestyle choices, as a result of their obsessions with death and death rituals and attempting to kill, and for some of these people for murder, because some of them are killers. So all of this stuff is on their body now. They're dying. And they still, this is how you know people gone kook and then checked out. This is how you know, because they're dying and they're still doing it. They can't even barely see, think, or talk for some of them, but they're still at it. They still pushing the button, shit bitch. If they can't do it, they still pushing the button to call the motherfucker to do the shit bitch. Like, they're still at it. You cannot appease them. You cannot buy your safety. If you trust these types of people, you are sorely mistaken. If you think they hold integrity because you're giving them some money. You're giving them money because they got a compulsion spell on you to begin with. If some of you were to ask yourself the question, I have a tendency to be a little bit more frugal with my money and a little bit more, so why when it comes to this person, I find myself always giving if they ask me, and this is against my natural character. And I don't feel divine in nature. It feels more compulsion. Why is that? Something to think about, isn't it? We can't appease. And I wish I can tell you all that that's beautiful. Yes, kumbaya. Y'all know I'm tree hugger chick, okay? Y'all know Bloomy is butterflies and floaty fairies. But Bloomy also had to become grounded, understanding the nature of Earth School and that in which she's dealing with in this reality. That's a part of it. Because not everybody's in that same frequency because I'm that frequency or that's where I came from. That's just not the way it is. Y'all, do y'all want to know how many times and for how long and how many years I did that? These examples that I'm sharing? Hoping, wishing, praying, sending positive energy, wishing people well, wishing people found what they wanted in life because maybe they'll fucking shut up and leave me alone and go about their business. You know how many times I sent energy like whatever's hurting their soul, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Asking the higher ups and teams like based on their higher selves, whatever they need, whatever's got them fucked up. May they find some kind of fucking healing shit. Y'all know how long I did that? And these are still the same motherfuckers that daily practiced rituals on me and my son. So what is it worth? Does that work? The answer is no. Because healing, here's why, you guys. Healing is a choice. Awakening is a choice. Dealing with what's ailing one's soul is a conscious, active choice. It's not going to be no woo-woo nothing put on a motherfucker to make them want to not be fucked up. It's a choice. It's an active choice. The ancestors, source, the higher ups, whatever y'all equate all of that to, will always, even their own higher selves, will always be bidding and attempting. But what we're yielding to, our free will, is going to determine everything. This is why people hear the statements where, okay, they're gone, they're checked out, or their conscience got seared. I mean, you hear all sorts of statements, and it's because people consciously, willfully, and intentionally continue to push away divine energy, continue to push away doing what's right, continue to push back the higher self and the conscious coming through saying, this is fucked up, this is off, this is why you need help. We're trying to help you wake up, heal, and deal. But kept pushing. Preferring playing with dark energy, preferring looking for the shortcut, preferring being fucked up, even while hiding it. Change, and as it pertains to transformation or healing or ascension, that's an active, willful participation. Some may get it in the next lifetime. That's not for any of us to even concern ourselves with or figure out. That's their journey and path to go. But as it pertains to the ones that we are in and experiencing with them, it's a choice. It's a daily choice. So we can sit back and wish and send love and light all we want. It's more to do it to make ourselves feel like we're putting out positive energy. Yes, let's focus on putting out positive energy, but let's do this appropriately. Positive energy on a global scale, universal scale, in terms of our homes, our children, our family, other people that are trying to awaken and being opposed by folks who don't want to awaken. Like that to me sounds more productive and more fruitful. Versus people, maybe it's in their contract that they're just going to be fucked up this time, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's their contract. This time they not waking up, bitch. Who knows? But for the people that want to actually heal and transform and be decent, for the many innocent lives that be negatively impacted, it's more productive for us to be focusing on loving and enlightening, bitch, that ain't them motherfuckers, bitch. Not motherfuckers that look at your light as a meal, don't really care about it, just want to benefit off of it, and then spit you out like you bones, bitch. We ain't doing that. We're going to be sending the love and the light and the positive to, the collective, to ourselves. How about that? All of the heinous shit that these bullies have done and do. And I get strong in this because, I feel like we be tripping, man. We be tripping because if now one of us, and I use this analogy constantly, not one of us will sit down in our house if we have the power, resources, means, and a position to do so. Not one of us is going to sit in our house and gangbusters come in and we ain't finna sit there and we not finna sit in our own and say kumbaya, bitch. We not. We're not finna just sit there. For those of us, hear me. Now, if you're incapacitated, then you might just do that. But I'm talking about for those of us that have a certain level of will and youth and energy and strength and resources, you're not going to just sit. If you got weaponry, you're going to be like, you done busted in the wrong place, motherfucker. Night, night. And that doesn't make you any less loving or spiritual. That is simply your right to defend what's yours. Your right to stand up and protect what's yours. If you have the means to do so, it's your right. And no one would expect you the otherwise. No one will be telling you you should just go wish them well and send them love and light. They fucked up when they decided to come for you. They fucked up when they decided to cross over, gangbusters, boom, bitch, kick the door in, bitch. They fucked up the moment they decided to do that. They fucked up the moment they decided to pick up voodoo dolls. They fucked up the moment they decided to hire dark high priestess. They fucked up the moment they decided to get together in groups and attempt to bring you down. They fucked up the moment they decided to cross your boundaries. So ain't no wishing nothing. Ain't no loving like bitch. It's you gonna get what you thought you were coming here to do to me. Is what you about to get. And that's because, hold on, am I still here? Where'd my ghost go? Am I still with y'all? Well, we done got rid of it. Oh no, there it is. I'm about to say we done got rid of the ghost. We done scared the ghost off. I'm like, well, y'all done cleared the area. What the fuck? Well, they play possum. They ain't going away. They like you to think that as long as they can keep you, you know what I'm saying, putting money in that pocket or keep you quiet, playing possum. I'm gone. No, you're not. You will be, though. So, anyway, y'all know I like to have these discussions to get folks to think, just to think a little bit broader. And again, if it ain't your fancy, it's not your fancy. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. So this is for those of you out there where this is already stirring up in your soul and you're starting to see through the illusions and the fuck shit and the fake shit. The conditionings and the programs to keep people in a docile energy, to keep people laying down and taking it, to keep people passive and not present and not taking control of their own lives or defending their lives and their rights to be. All right, guys. Free yourself, man. Tomorrow's the full moon. I hear that it's going to take place kind of early, so I'm not really sure how that works, but set some intentions. If you're not sure about all that, it's all right. You can set some basic intentions and ask your higher selves, like, okay, help me to utilize this in the most loving way that I can to get rid of the ghost. It went away again, yo. Where did it go? Let me see. Look, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not doing anything other than touching the screen right now, but it's like, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry, y'all. That's weird. I don't know if it's supposed to do that because this is my first time using this filter. So does it supposed to do that? Wow. See, I feel like that's how these types are. Like the games, the tricks, the illusion. See, I feel like that's how these types are. Like the games, the tricks, the illusion.